In Call of Duty DMZ, there's a Tier 5 White Lotus mission that is so much harder than it looks. It's called Weight Limit, and the description just says, exfil with a full backpack and a full loadout 8 times. And that sounds insanely easy. When I first looked at it, I thought, I've probably done that 100 times already. I'll just get this done while I'm doing everything else. I was so wrong. This is incredibly tricky, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly what you have to do and the best strategy to do it in order to complete this as fast as possible. You really do need teammates to do this, and if you need teammates, if you don't have someone to play DMZ with, consider checking out the sponsor of today's video, GamerLink. It's a free app on iOS and Android. It lets you find teammates from over 350 games, and you can kind of set up a post saying what you want to be doing and whether you want to use mics and stuff like that, and then find other people to help you get this done. There's a link in the description below, or you can just search on the app or Play Store for GamerLink. So for this mission Weight Limit, you're probably going to need a friend to help you. It's possible solo, but you'd have to be insanely lucky. In terms of setting up for it, the main things that you need are a large backpack and a large plate holder. You need to have a completely full loadout, so this means you need the maximum possible capacity. While the description for this mission looks to be really simple, it seems like there's loads of hidden rules to it. There's loads of little caveats, and I'm not sure how many of these are bugs and how many of these are by design. I had a brief conversation with JGod on Discord where he said that he followed all of these rules and it still didn't count for him, and his friend actually broke some of these rules and it did count for him, so I've got no idea. But what I'm going to show you is how we managed to complete it in one day. We did all 8 extractions and it worked fine every time we tried it like this, so that's the method I'm going to tell you. So to get this to count, you need to extract with a full plate vest with 3 full plates in them, so you can't have taken any damage at all, a durable gas mask, and I assume it has to be completely full. You need to have 3 plates in reserve, so you need to have your kind of plates that are ready to put into the plate carrier in reserve sitting there. You need to have 3 guns, so 1 in your backpack and then 2 in your sort of ready to go loadout with full ammo. You need to have a kill streak, obviously, to fill up the kill streak slot. You need to have some cash to make sure you filled up the cash slot. And then you need to make sure you've got a lethal, a tactical, and a field upgrade. You need to make sure you've got 1 self-revive. And then every other slot in your backpack needs to be full, but not with duplicate items. So this means you can't just fill your entire backpack with plates or munition boxes or something like that. You need to make sure you've got unique items in each one. Keys do count as unique items if they're keys for different places. So if you're ready to go, if you're ready to infill and you've already got a large backpack and a large plate carrier, what I would strongly suggest you do is make sure you've got a munitions crate, preferably have your friend have a munitions crate too, and then you could fill your backpack with kind of junk keys that you don't need anymore. So if you've got an inventory full of keys, just try putting all the ones you don't need to fill up all of those slots. Then load into the game, and if you couldn't fill up your backpack with junk keys, then just go to the nearest building and immediately pick up as many different objects as you can. So just pick up a bunch of unique objects, all of those things that you would normally ignore, like jewelry and car batteries and stuff like that. Just fill up your inventory as quickly as you can. Then have a look at the map and see where the closest exfil is, and try to find a buy station on the way. When you get to that buy station, you need to make sure your friend has at least 3 plates sitting in his inventory, not just in his armor carrier, but actually sitting in his inventory, as well as at least 1 munitions box, if not 2. You also need to make sure you've got a little bit of money, so sell something if you haven't actually picked up any cash, but then remember you're going to have to pick up another object just to fill up that slot in your inventory. You can also use the buy stations to buy things to fill up gaps, so if you don't have a field upgrade, you can obviously buy a munitions crate. If you don't have a kill streak, you can buy whatever the one that they're selling at that buy station is. Now you've done all of that, you've got the tricky bit. You need to get to the exfil, call in the exfil helicopter, and while you're waiting for it, be aware that any bullets you fire or any times you get hit is something that you're going to have to deal with. So when that helicopter comes, what you need your friend to do is to drop any plates that you need to fill up your plate carrier to completely repair your armor, but also make sure you've got 3 plates in your inventory, and exactly 3, you can't have more than that. And you need them to drop a munitions crate so you can fill up any ammo you used killing AI or players at the exfil, because you need all of your guns to have full ammo, but you also can't use your munitions crate because that would make your field upgrade slot empty. Remember that although you can equip lethals and tacticals at the beginning of the game when you're loading in, it will only give you 1 of each, so you need that munitions crate whatever just to pick up the extra ones of those to fill those slots up. This whole thing is weirdly stressful and surprisingly difficult, but once you've done it once, then you can just go straight straight back in with all of the same gear. Just make sure that you filled up the lethals and tactical slots in case there's something missing, which happened to me for some reason. And then just keep going in and exfilling straight away. If you do anything else, you've got a risk of getting killed, and then you're going to have to spend time getting that large backpack and getting the free plate carrier again. Hopefully this guide helped. If it did, let me know in the comments. It's always nice to see when people say that a guide helped them, when like it gave them a helping hand. And don't forget to like the video and consider subscribing and turn your notifications on. Massive thanks to all of my elite members who have joined the channel and support me every month. Really appreciate it. You can join the channel yourself from as little as $1.99 a month. So check that out, and I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.